These are the mini crackers from Fabazine Christmas 2. You may have seen our full-size cracker video. We'll put the link for that in the information for this video because that will show you how to make the larger version of this. But the principle is exactly the same. You are going to need 2 pieces that are exactly the same size, and your first job is to press a couple of pieces into them. So you're going to press a 1/4 inch on either end, and this will help you when we put it together. And then once you've got those 1/4 inches in place, you're going to fold the whole thing and press that halfway mark. That's going to help you when you're sliding the Mylar in. So you're going to do that to both of them. Once you've done that, you're going to take these and fold them kind of into a long skinny rectangle, and you're going to stitch all the way along this edge here. So you will end up with something a lot like this. Now these will be 2 slightly different sizes because you want them to be one slightly smaller to fit inside the other. So I would recommend that you do a 1/4 inch on one and then just step your needle over, even if it's just a millimetre or 2 for the second one, just to tighten that up a little bit so you've got one that's slightly smaller and one that's slightly larger. You're going to do the same with your plastic. You're going to roll that round and you're going to make one that just fits inside the other. And then to construct them, we're going to take the fabric that we've made into a tube. We're going to turn that right side through, but not going to go all the way. We're going to hang on to the other end and just pull 1/2 through. So we get it all lined up, but we've got it kind of one side inside the other. Let's get a little bit more through, and that crease that we put in right at the beginning, remember we folded it along there? Look for that. That's going to give you your indicator that you're at the right spot. So that's about there on this one. That's perfect. So once we've got it in half, then we're going to add the bits of Mylar. Now when you stick your Mylar down, make sure you put plenty of tape on. Now I would say this piece probably hasn't got enough. You see how it's coming apart there? You actually want to go completely round, all the way around, so it's got a really good tight grip, and that's on the front and also on that inside edge as well. Make sure you get both of those really nice and tight. And then what we're going to do is just fold about 1 inch of this top piece back to reveal the center. I'm going to slide it through there, and then we're going to squish that Mylar down to be able to get it into the outer fabric. And then once it's in, you can just slide it up, pull that piece back, and then as if you're piping icing, just squeeze it up, squeeze it up, squeeze it up. If it starts to kind of move and tilt within the fabric, don't worry, just keep going till you get it right up the top and it will straighten itself out. See, there you go. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze all the way up to the top, and that's going to create the end of our cracker. Now don't worry about all this creasing here, that's going to disappear. We're then going to take our second piece of Mylar, which is the bigger one. It's going to create the kind of barrel bit of the cracker, and do the same again. Just fold that top bit back, grab hold of the inner, and again this one could probably do with a little bit more tape on. And you're going to fold it, pop the inside through, get it through the outside, that's it, and then roll that bit back up. And then once it's up, you're going to be able to do the same again. See, that's just sliding up there. Let me just roll this properly back down before I slide it. It's a bit easier when you do that because then you've got something to hold on to. So you're going to slide it up, but you're not going to slide it all of the way this time. You want to be able to at least get your kind of hand in there to slide it back. But we want it far enough away from this edge that we can get a needle and thread or the sewing machine round to sort it out. So we're going to just tuck back in those 2 bits that we pressed right at the beginning. So that's these 2 edges here. We're going to tuck those back over, and especially if you're using something like this tartan one, it's really important to get those nice and straight and lined up with the pattern on the tartan. Once they're both tucked back, you're going to go around and pop a load of pins in to secure these 2 layers together, and then quickly stitch those around. What you should end up with is something a little bit like that. Once you've got that, then you're going to put the 2 parts of the cracker together. So let's just pretend this one's sewn, and then we're going to squish it up, pop that on the inside. Now if you've got seams, which you will have, make sure you line them up, because as you can see on this one, when we've printed the pattern, we've printed it so it'll line up properly. You want to push it most of the way, but not quite all of the way in there. And that will create your lovely round cracker shape in the middle, and then you'll just be able to tie off that end there with just a little bit of ribbon. And that will create your mini cracker. So you can add little treats into these. Don't want anything too heavy, because obviously it's going to go up on the tree. You don't want anything pulling the tree down. You can create mini crackers which you can prop on the tree branches, fill them with treats, and have a lovely Christmas.